Aloha, I'm Brandy with Kajoy Construction, and I am the committee chair for construction for Ho'ola'ia Maui Akama. When we put together this committee, it was a little frustrating because talking to a lot of the suppliers on Maui, they were basically telling us, well, we're not going to be in a rush because we know that our local contractors could probably only do about 100 homes a year. If you're looking at 1,700 homes, and that's total, you know, that's going to take us 17 years. You know, I know one local contractor that only does one house a year. We only normally do 5 houses a year. Of course, we're going to change things up. But the other thing that they're looking at is the permitting's coming through. So the permits, they're slowly coming through, but still, our suppliers aren't in a rush because they still only know that our local contractors can handle 100 houses a year. This is why it's important that we're not going to wait 17 years for the Lahaina to be rebuilt. And it doesn't hurt to go out and find these faith-based organizations that can help us, and they're skilled, and they have talent, and they know what they're doing, and that's why I think that we need to bring them in, and they understand. They've done this before in different areas that have cultural significance. They've dealt with it before. So it's not unheard of. That was one of our big things, was to go out, find where can we find skilled labor, skilled workers that have done this before, and then bring them into our community. So we found MDS, the Mennonite Disaster Services. And I've worked with them for a little while now. We're ready to bring them out to the community so that we can get homes built.
I would say that most anybody that comes to an MDS site, we do have a heart to be able to help those who have met with disaster and just gonna have a hard time to recover. So we have plans that are actually online, but the plans are very simple plans for a single bedroom house, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. There's just an assortment of combinations that can be in. And we have volunteers that come in to build them. It will depend somewhat on the number of volunteers willing to come as to how fast we can build it, but we usually try to have at least 4 or 5 projects going at the same time so that we can have different skill levels of different groups that might come in to work on it. So it might take a few months to build a house, 2 to 3 months, but it'll be a sequence of houses being built through that time.
The Mennonites have these plans, and this is what we want you to go and take a look at. So these plans are going to be free to you, and they're going to have a structural engineer put a stamp on them. And so once you choose those plans, then we're going to start working with you one-on-one to build that house. So the rebuild checklist that we have on MauiLongTermRecovery.org is so important, because if you don't know where to start, go there. Look at the A to Z. We broke it down. It goes from choosing contractors, finding surveyors, finding your plans. It goes all the way down to ending your project. You go into our website, MauiLongTermRecovery.org. You can fill out an intake form. We'll get to you right away within 24 hours. And we will put you together with a rebuild navigator. And that rebuild navigator could be myself, or it could be somebody at CNHA at the Kako Center, or it could be somebody at HCL. Those are also navigators. They're already using the checklist. So if you have any questions, you can go there or come to our website.